What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
Things are bad in whatever town this... Do you remember what town this takes place in?
Literally no idea.
This is our spoiler chat for episode 6 of Peacemaker.
In the South.
In the South. We got Nerdy Nightly.
We thought we'd share it with you.
That may be our messiest intro yet, but this was not the messiest episode of this show yet, because that was fantastic. I really enjoyed this episode of Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker's been solid the whole way through, pretty much, so far. So, like, I can't say
you've been mixed on it, though.
No, I said at the beginning, I was like, I don't feel the passion for it that you do,
fair.
But I have been enjoying it very thoroughly. I think it's well done, and I think that I have definitely been enjoying it more as it has gone along.
Yeah, the thing that sold me about the show is how the further we get into it, the more intentional everything feels about it.
Yeah,
and that intentionality behind what is ultimately a pretty graphic show, sexually, language wise, in all of these ways, and in some of the racism and the imagery that's used in this episode. I think that the very clear intentionality of all of that has made it just better as a whole, right? It's made you able to stomach the worst parts of the show, and the vulgarity and all of that, and enjoy the comedy and all of the and that side of it, and kind of the blend of those two things. I'm not worried that next episode they're going to treat the White Dragon as if he's not the villain. He is, and the show is treating racism as a bad thing, and you know it's they're doing it so intentionally that I'm on board 100%, and I'm so excited for these last 2 episodes. This episode is kind of weird to me though, because I remember the last chunk because it was so much. That's what sticks out in my head. All I can think about, the images that are filling my head are these butterflies murdering all these people, shoving themselves into their orifices, and they have seizures and bleed, and then they get up and they're like, and I'm like, and the smiling, oh god, this is as horror as I get. Are you disappointed that we didn't see any butterflies go up anyone's butt?
No, I don't need that.
I wanted to see one go up a butt.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm all right. Yeah.
It seems like it's mostly the mouth. We didn't even see one go in an ear, which I don't know how they would fit.
They seem like they're
It seems like it's a mouth thing.
It's got to be, yeah. They could probably burrow into your eyes. Maybe.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have it. Then people would notice that you're missing an eye. Right? If they go through the mouth, the nice thing about going through the mouth is... Yeah. If
your ear was all mangled... Yeah.
So this episode starts with Peacemaker's dad getting out of prison.
Yeah.
And
he's I'm gonna go murder my son.
Yeah, and then he says he's gonna get a broad over to.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get a blowjob.
Yeah.
And then
kill his son. Priorities. And he does do that.
Yeah.
Let's just get through Augie's stuff first. He does. We see him in bed with a woman. And then she puts on what is very clearly an homage to the Ku Klux Klan hoods.
Yeah, instead of the point, they have the dragon
ears.
Yeah, horn things. Oh my god, it was
yeah, pretty gruesome. And then he puts on his suit, or he has his suit put on by his people, and
that suit. Wow.
The suit looks great.
Yeah,
and I cannot wait to watch all of those people die.
Me too.
But here's the thing: do you think it's gonna be the butterflies, or do you think it's gonna be the Peacemaker team?
Both, right? Because some of the...
You think it's going to be a three-way?
Well, no, it's a bunch of the supremacists who were locked up in jail are now butterflies.
That's true.
So they're they're gonna rip each other apart. Basically, is what I think. It's gonna be a bloodbath massacre.
I hope it's violent.
It will be,
and
for
that
sure.
Harcourt is okay. I really love her.
She's fantastic.
I'm I just want her to be arms. Happy. You want her biceps.
She is so fit.
You want her biceps, and I want her to feel joy.
Yeah, that checks out.
So Augie's out, which means that the police get... Yep.
The moment where he signs papers and leaves, and he says something racist to the detective, and she just annihilates him. Was
And then her partner ruins it because he's a doofus.
Which is funny. Yeah. But, like, she had that moment, and that actress is phenomenal. She just delivers it. She's like, I deal with pieces of shit like you all the time.
There was a moment when she gets butterflied later in the episode where I was like, oh, God, of course it was her.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done it to any of the other police. And then when they do it to all the police later, I was like, oh, okay, this is okay. This
yeah,
works.
I would have been, like, kind of disappointed if it was just her. And because I was like, no, I love that character, but now I get it.
Now I get it. Yeah. And that she gets the leader of the butterflies because cutting all the way back to the end of last episode, Myrn is a butterfly.
A good butterfly.
And so he is interacting with Adebayo in the street, and Harcourt just shows up.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, I know." And it's like, "What? Like, okay." And then
I figured it out.
Does Jonathan almost know? Yeah, but he literally puts his fingers in his ears.
No, don't know anything.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But I love this twist because we talked last week. I was like, I think Myrn is going to be a good the one good butterfly.
Yeah.
That is the trope we're going with. It's fun, but I do appreciate that he's like, I tried to choose the worst person possible.
Yeah, when he said that, he's like, because Adebayo, I think, says, like, you killed this person. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I have his memories, and he is a horrible person, and I have to, like, live with this in my head. And I was like, oh, God.
Well, but but it harkens back to in the first episode, when Peacemaker knows who Myrn is, and is like, yeah, he's done some messed up stuff. Like, he's really twisted up.
Yep.
And so I appreciated that, like, I really appreciated this whole scene. I thought that the actor, I think his name is Chukwudi, right? He is crushing this role.
Yeah. And
this whole sequence of him telling the story and the pain as he is talking about remembering this awful man's actions.
Yeah.
Apparently this guy has a big part in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh.
So James Gunn brought him along for that. Apparently he's playing a really powerful character in that. And
what? Guardians is Marvel.
Yes.
You mean the actor?
So the actor who plays Myrn in this.
Yeah.
James Gunn cast him as Myrn in this, and then gave him a part in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I thought you meant the character Myrn.
No. No. The actor who plays Myrn in this has been James Gunn brought him along for a part in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I'm on board because he's amazing.
He's incredible. Like, he's so. And, like, in the first couple of episodes, I didn't know how I felt about him. And then once you get the butterfly twist, you're like, oh, my God, it all makes sense. And I'm like, and then this episode, he's crushing it.
Yeah.
Like, he steals this episode. It is, without a doubt, his episode. Mm-hmm. And he's so good in it. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, oh, I cannot wait to see him in Guardians 3. I can't wait to see him in more stuff. Because I've never seen him before this, I don't think. And
I definitely have not.
I just think he's so good on screen.
Yeah.
Him and Harcourt together, like, if it... Peacemaker and Vigilante, they bring the comedy, and I think that Adebayo brings a lot of really fun stuff to this. But
she brings the heart that 100%. Like absolutely needs to be there.
But if you were to tell me that they were doing a spinoff of this show that was just Harcourt and Myrn being like detectives together, that's a little bit more serious than the show is, because Adebayo is on the team, but like is very comic. Economist is very comic. Yeah. If you were like, we're gonna do a more serious follow up to this with just those two, I would be so on board. They're so great.
Yeah, 1000%. But we do know that Adebayo has planted the diary. Mm-hmm. And so...
And the police are on the way.
They're on the way.
Peacemaker's spot.
And Peacemaker, like, he's there. He's like... The fact that he just has the, like, butterfly leader in a jar, who then draws a peace sign on the jar in the, like, goop to try to, like, get his attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, of course, Vigilante shows up, and they argue. God, they're like a married couple, like a
so
toxic
cute.
Married couple.
Yeah, I love them together. It's so crazy that Vigilante's a recast.
Yeah,
but like he's so funny on the show.
That blows my mind because I think he's honestly perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're arguing with this butterfly there while the police are, like, coming on up to the door.
I just love that Peacemaker's phone is off and they're like, call Vigilante. And they just know. They know those two are together. They got that weird relationship that they got because they are the only two people who can stomach each other.
Yeah.
And Peacemaker can barely stomach Vigilante. But
barely. But the moment where Vigilante answers his phone, he's like, what is Vigilante? I don't know.
Yeah, does he not recognize Myrn's voice? They've been working together for, like, 2
weeks. But it was very well done. Police are there. They're going to arrest Peacemaker. Mm-hmm. And so So Vigilante straps the glass jar of the butterfly to himself with tape so that he has both of his hands free.
Which is smart.
It's smart.
Except it doesn't help him at all because he immediately falls.
Yeah, you don't, because he pretends to act drunk in the tree and fall, dumbass. Anyways, I can't say I'm surprised. But yeah, John Cena throws Eagly up through the roof, and they crawl up on top of the...
Why? I was like, why does he just tell Eagly to leave? Has Eagly never left through the... He's like, I'm so sorry, and Eagly's like pissed that he grabs him, and I'm like, what are you so upset about?
He never...
You guys hug each other? Like, what?
Yeah.
Eagly in this moment decides to be a little bit of a pain to Peacemaker.
Yeah, so they're hiding up there, and somebody finds the diary.
Yeah.
Which... we find out what's in it is that it's supposed to make Peacemaker look like he's kind of losing it a little bit. He believes in this crazy conspiracy about people of power.
Does this make any sense to you?
Not really. Yeah.
I don't understand why Waller would want the diary planted.
Me neither.
I don't see the value in it for her because Peacemaker's on her team. Peacemaker already works for her. She like completely controls his life.
Yeah, I don't know what the end goal
and
for that
the goal the diary has the truth in it, which is what's crazy about it, right? Is that there are aliens inhabiting human bodies. Like it's very Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and like it's the truth. I guess she wants him to take the fall for all of this at the end once the plan is successful. But like at this point I don't know what the value of Peacemaker being in prison is. And so, like, Economos messed up. And now, like, at the end of this, every police force in the country is after him, which I don't really understand. Like, a local police force can't just, like, call up the NYPD and be like, this is your number one priority. That's not really how it works. You know, if the
NYPD.
Yeah, at the end of the episode, Locke has a butterfly in him now, right? And he's giving a press conference, and he's like, every police station in the country's number one priority is bringing in Peacemaker.
Didn't he say county?
Oh, did he say county?
Probably.
Oh, that would make so much more sense. I was like, why would like...
Yeah, they're not the FBI.
North Dakota be like, oh, we gotta get on it. That makes a lot of sense.
I think it's... I could be wrong, but I think that checks out.
No, what you're saying makes a whole lick of sense. A whole lick of sense.
Happens sometimes.
Yeah, county.
Yeah.
County. We don't have counties in Canada. So
no, we have
tough.
Provinces.
That's not equivalent.
We
don't have anything like a county.
Regions.
Do we have regions?
Well, kind of in like Toronto. There's like the Peel region.
Oh, so like, Ontario has counties, but like Alberta doesn't have counties.
But they're not really. Are they counties? I don't know. I don't know how
this is probably what people watch our show for. Is
100% is like the Canadianisms that we bring to YouTube.
So Sophie gets taken over, and then Locke shows up and just starts murking police officers, and.
Oh, yes.
He just like, and then like Vigilante is like rightfully upset about it. He's like, he killed an unconscious cop. Like it's dark, which I guess doesn't really pay off in any way because he gets butterflied, so he's dead anyway at the end of this. But like, Myrn is it shows Myrn is willing to do anything to stop the butterflies, including work with people as unsavory as the person whose head he's in.
Yeah.
And like that is a really interesting motivation now to me because you get to see how he is so desperate to do this thing that he knows is right that he's willing to do things that he knows are wrong to do it.
Yeah.
And that makes him a really complicated hero.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so I was like, do we get to the montage at the end? But no, we're not there yet. We do have a moment at the police station.
Peacemaker is playing the piano.
Oh, and
yes,
we get like a full... Yeah.
Sophie goes to a field, calls all the butterflies. She gets the ships show up.
No, doesn't she? No, first she actually goes back to the police station with...
Oh, yeah, and she's the worst at pretending to be a human.
Yeah.
Like, the literal worst at pretending to be a human.
Yeah, and the whole... Yeah, like, literally,
she cared for you, human, and you're like, what?
Like, aren't you supposed to
Weren't you a senator, like, a week ago? Wouldn't you be better at...
Here's the thing. I honestly feel like, at this point... the butterfly does not give a crap. The butterfly is about to go call all of its minions, and they're about to all be dead anyway. So he's like, "I'm not gonna bother pretending." You know, I don't give a shit.
I liked the emphasis she put on like how hard it is to smile in new faces.
Yeah,
you have to relearn how to smile every time, and then at the end when they're all butterflies, are like,
my God, that was horrifying. That's what I mean. That's like the closest thing I get to horror. My favorite was the like, you're like, oh my God, are you okay?
And so Peacemaker and Amelia finally have their like sweet moment that we all knew was coming since the pilot, where she softens towards him and she's like, "You're only like 85% in a jackass."
Yeah. The rest is
Peacemaker plays the piano.
Yeah.
And it was so
we get our like Taylor Swift moment. What?
Yeah, we did. We'd get our Taylor Swift moment.
Yeah, and like it was well done.
I was surprised he didn't start singing.
Me too.
And I was a little disappointed. Honestly, I think the moment would have worked better for me if he had started singing. Or even because I like it, but I just wanted him. I was started to sing along, and I was like waiting for John Cena to sing, and I don't think I've ever heard John Cena sing, so I think I was almost like morbidly curious, just generally curious. I don't know why I'd be morbid. I don't think he's gonna be that bad, but I just wanted him to sing, and he didn't, and I'm going to make John Cena sing for me at some point. That's my new goal in life.
Sing for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing the Phantom of the Opera duet with him as my Christine.
You know what?
That is my goal in life now.
I think John Cena would be down.
I'm going to write a movie starring me and John Cena just for that 9-minute sequence where we sing the entirety of that Phantom of the Opera scene.
I think he's down. I think he seems like a lot of fun at parties, and so
look at your face in the mirror. I am there inside. Angel of music, guide and guardian. I would love to. I want to hear John Cena's falsetto.
Yeah, me too.
I want to hear that falsetto.
Me too. I feel like it's 10 out of 10. Yeah, so we get our Sag Boy moment, and then we get the wildest montage I've seen in, I don't know, a long time. Like, I was like, it's branded in my brain. Like,
it was rad.
Those
ships, really well done.
All the little ships coming down, like Sophie like screaming in the weird butterfly language.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why do they need the ships?
Probably to leave the atmosphere.
Yeah, but like they're already here.
Well,
why they fly? Like the ships would make more sense to me if the butterflies were like land based. Well, but they have their own wings.
Yeah, but they might need oxygen to go above a certain altitude, right?
No, I know, but they're already here. Like, so Sophie's like, she sits down, and then they fly up to her in their ships, and then get out and walk over to her.
But, like, maybe their base is, like, in that, like, just...
No, it's on Earth, because their planet's been destroyed, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it might be in the sky. Like, it might be hidden in the sky, or orbiting the planet. Maybe they came from the moon.
I just feel like they can fly. It seems weird to me that they would traverse the Earth in these ships that leave off these, like, bright blue lights, when they themselves have the ability to fly.
Maybe the ships are more about carrying cargo and like food with them.
Oh, maybe they don't have enough like energy to go very far.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's a distance issue. What do you think the cow is? Do you think it's gonna be a real cow? Like, do you think it's gonna look like a cow?
I don't.
I think it's gonna be pretty gross.
I think it's gonna be weird.
We're definitely gonna see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a little worried for that, but.
Yeah, you don't handle gross stuff all that well.
I don't mind like gore, but there are certain things that like really like it's like the nails on a chalkboard thing. Like anything that like peels skin away, like nails or flaying, because we talked about Wheel of Time. Anything that has to do with that, I'm like, ugh. Or like
you don't like pus or like big like zits that pop.
Less about that. I don't know. I don't know. There are just like a couple of things that will really like make me cringe, but like you could chop up a man any which way and it'd be like cool.
So you can chop up a man, but you can't skin him.
Yeah.
Just leave the skin intact, please.
Yeah.
Have some decency.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't peel anything. Don't like.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think happens next? Where are we going?
Well, we're gonna find a weird interdimensional space cow.
Why is it interdimensional?
Well, I don't know. They're aliens.
Yeah, but that's still in our dimension.
You don't know that?
It'd be very weird for them to introduce an interdimensional being at this point.
Well, who knows?
What was that?
Who knows? Not me. I'm just guessing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We're gonna get a weird looking cow.
Okay.
And
do you think so? We have 2 episodes left. Do you think how do you think it's gonna break up? Because I think it's gonna be like the White Dragon episode and the Butterflies episode. Personally,
I think it's gonna have to be, because it would be so much to do at the same time.
I don't know. I think there's the two possibilities in my head are that we deal with the White Dragon next episode and we deal with the butterflies the last episode.
Yeah.
Or we deal with the cow next episode and then the butterflies, the White Dragon, and the threesome fight, the big three-way fight at the end in the last episode. I think like those are kind of the two options. Because I don't think they deal with the butterflies and then the White Dragon.
No, I don't think so either. I think the butterflies are the big main threat for sure. That has to be priority. That's like
I think the butterflies are the threat that makes it into season 2. I don't think that his dad makes it into season 2 at this point.
No, God, I hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I think next episode is going to be the cow. And I think it's just going to be setting up for this big, three-way battle because a bunch of the racists are also butterflies now. It is going to all intersect in a way that like.
Well, and the butterflies have more information now because Locke was in on some of Myrn's plans. Because they have Locke's memories now, they have more information about the team than they previously did.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. So that's
I'm excited for it. Honestly, I think this show's just so fun.
It is.
This is my favorite thing that's coming out right now, which is crazy considering Boba Fett is doing what it's doing. Go watch that spoiler chat for the last episode. But this show just is so consistent and so like the quality is so high and it is so focused on the story that it's telling, and I'm loving that. I'm loving how intentional everything is here. And I know I use that word a lot in this episode, but I really do think James Gunn has just done something so wonderful with Peacemaker, and I'm so excited to see what this other spin-off they're going to do off of Suicide Squad is. And Guardians 3, I mean, he's making so much stuff. I don't know how he's the time. I feel so busy, and I'm not doing half the shit he's doing.
I know.
So I'm just excited. I'm happy. Like, turning on Peacemaker is the first thing I want to do on Thursday mornings right now, and I love that.
Yeah. They've been crushing it.
If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit that dislike button. Leave me comments below, but still subscribe. Still subscribe.
You can be mean to us.
So you can hate on us in the future when other videos come out.
Yeah, turn on the notification bell so you know exactly when
to hate on us.
Yeah.
You can also follow us across the internet. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at clarusdracarys.
And as always, y'all, do something nerdy tonight, you twisted, degenerate nerds. That one's just for Peacemaker, because I feel like we're all degenerates for watching this shit and enjoying it so much.
Bye.
Bye.